How is it going, faithful fairies? Or you know what? It's been a while since I've said, what the flip is up, faithful fairies? How's it going? I hope that you're doing well. I'm doing pretty great. My Wi-Fi is currently out, so I'm just making this video because I know I can put it up when I get Wi-Fi again. But anyways, yeah, I'm just sitting here at my piano, have this beautiful feather up in my hair. It's nice. And so yeah, I was just sitting here at my piano, as you can see. And well, I started to get these downloads. So I started writing in my notes. And I was like, hey, this could make a good song. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm making a song, but then I'm like, you know what? This can make a really good video too. So I could do both, but right now I'm feeling called to make a video about it. So as I was writing the poem, one of the things I said, well, the beginning of the poem is, you know, life is like an instrument, or life is like learning how to play an instrument. You know, to progress in learning an instrument, to get better, you have to pick it up every day, or you know, you have to want to get better, because when you want to get better, you're going to pick it up more, you're going to play more, and the more you play, the more you experience, is the better you get, simply, right? But there's energy, effort, time that we have to devote to that, devote ourselves to learning that instrument. And so, you know, someone who devotes themselves to this instrument and devotes themselves, their energy, their time into learning their instrument, is going to progress. They're going to get better. It's a choice that we make. It's not about, oh, you're talented and I'm just not. You're musical and I'm just not. Everyone has a passion for different things, right? But we can't say, I can't play piano, like I wasn't born with that. No, that's actually a story that we program ourselves to think, that prevents us from taking this path right here where we devote our time and energy into it. I'm not saying everyone go learn an instrument. No, like I said, everyone has different interests and what they want to put their energy and time into. But going back to how I was saying, you know, a lot of people will be like, you know, I just don't have that ability, I don't have that gift. Which is not true, because everything we need is within us. It's about our mindset, the story we tell ourselves, and the actions that we take. So, you know, I could easily, before I started playing piano, I could easily say, I can't play piano, like, I think it's too hard for me, I'm not, like, that's just not something I was born with, that's not something I can do, you know, and I could go on with that story for the rest of my life. But the fact that I started playing, you know, just getting better and better, it's all about what we use our time and energy on. If it's something you want to do, then do it. If it's not, then don't. But don't say that you can't do it, because you're blocking yourself out from those energies of motivation, inspiration, effort to learning an instrument, if you feel what I'm saying, you know. So yeah, and so just the way it is that way for learning an instrument, I feel it's very similar in life. You know, if we want to grow as a person, if we want to grow as a person, if we want to do better, if we want to let go of things, then we can and we will. But those changes can't be made. We can't grow, we can't let go of things if our intentions behind it are not real, not authentic. Like, do you really want to make change? Do you really want to grow? Energy doesn't lie. We could say all we want. I want to grow, I want to do better, I want to stop doing this. We could say that all we want, but if we truly deep down still feel like, I'm never going to be able to grow from that, I'm never going to be able to let go of that, you know, we have to watch what our subconscious, what our old thoughts and beliefs are still saying, because it's really important to acknowledge these and work through them so that we can grow, we can actually grow and let go. But yeah, like I was saying, if we have that mentality, then no, it's gonna be very difficult. But if we truly do want to make the changes, we truly do want to grow, let go of things, then it won't show in our words, it'll show in our actions and what we're doing. So let me give some examples. Like, for example, if I said, I want to start raising my vibration. But what I'm doing physically is, like, let's say I'm just laying in bed all day, staying in my pajamas all day, not doing anything all day, every day, like just distracting myself with all kinds of stuff. All day, every day. Repeatedly. That goes on and on. It's a cycle. So if I'm saying I want to grow, I want to be better, but I'm still doing those things, then my actions are reflecting my true beliefs, my true intentions. My true beliefs are probably feeling discouraged, intimidated by change, by letting go of things. And so, staying in the comfort zone, like doing all the things I just listed, and not trying to let go of those things just causes me to keep going on this hamster wheel. Whereas if I was ready to change and really actually, taking the actions, it would show, like I said, it would show physically. I would probably start doing more things like waking up at a decent time, eating something healthy for breakfast, going out in nature, meditating, taking some spiritual baths, whatever it may be that could raise my vibration, dance around, sing, whatever it may be. There's so many ways to raise our vibration, right? But like I said, I'm saying this because I personally have been a victim of saying, like, yeah, I want to raise my vibration, I want to feel happy, all this stuff, yet I'm still staying in my comfort zone, still not changing anything. So we can't just expect for that to come knocking on our doors. We have to make the changes ourselves. We have to want to make those changes. And, even though in the beginning it feels like taking those steps, it may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it only feels uncomfortable because it's what's out of your comfort zone. It's what you're not used to. You're used to being in this hamster wheel, doing the same thing on repeat every single day. So when you do something different, it feels like, whoa, what happened to my hamster wheel? Like, this isn't running smoothly anymore. It just feels a little out of your element, but know that that is all just a part of the transition, and it's going to get better. It is going to get better. So just believe in that and believe in yourself. Keep trusting in the universe. Keep taking those necessary steps. Don't give up because of that feeling of uncomfortable feeling. Like I said, it only feels a little uncomfortable and weird maybe because it's not what you're used to doing. What used to bring you happiness before is not the same thing that brings you happiness now necessarily. So just becoming comfortable with that. And don't be so hard on yourself with it, because it's not going to happen in one day. Change doesn't happen in one day. And don't worry about it. Just go with the flow. Always follow your heart. Do what you feel like doing. Don't be constantly criticizing yourselves like, no, that's right, that's wrong. Like, just don't analyze things. Don't analyze yourself and your actions. Just be. You know how when you were a little kid, you would just be. You were just a little kid. You would say what came to mind, do what came to mind, and there was no like doubt or question behind it. You were just being, right? There was like no filter. well, over time we develop that filter and stuff. And so with that comes a lot of overthinking, and this just takes us in other directions, or, you know, makes the path to where you want to be going just feel very like confusing and chaotic, when it doesn't have to be that way. Doesn't have to be that way. Don't know what song that is. Anyways. So yeah, just follow your intuition. Follow your first instinct. What is your gut telling you to do? And don't worry about all of the other thoughts, because those are just thoughts coming up. What's right is what we originally feel is right. It's when we start to think like, oh, but this, but that, but what if that, what if that? It's when we start thinking all of those things that the confusion, the cloudiness rolls around. So to prevent that, become more in touch with your intuition, your inner voice. And you can do this by meditating, you can do this by doing yoga, you can do this by simply focusing on your breath. Just focusing on your breath. Slowing the breathing, slowing the mind, so that the mind, body, spirit are aligned. One thing I also wanted to say though is that if you're struggling with, you know, these doubts, all of this overthinking, trust me, I know where you're at, because I'm in it right now. You know, I'm making this video because I'm learning, and I'll be making videos in the process. As of today, this is what I know about all of this, so I'm sharing it with you guys. And you know, yeah, like I was saying, if you are struggling with sabotaging thoughts and stuff, it could be helpful to, you know, not just block these thoughts out. Yes, yoga, meditation, breathing, all that breath work has its advantages and will slow the mind, but for a temporary amount of time. I think it's important that we acknowledge the root of those thoughts. And this doesn't mean 24/7 be analyzing all of your thoughts, no, but it just means start listening to them. If you start overthinking, really like write down even what thoughts are coming to mind, so that you could see what it is that you may be feeling, what is surfacing up through your thoughts, because thoughts tend to come up when we're ignoring something. So like, I'm just gonna say one example. Like, let's say I painted this rock. I painted it, I finished it, I'm waiting for it to dry, but I start looking at it and I'm like, this is actually really, really ugly. Like, ew, look how crooked the white line is, and look how, like, you know, just all these sabotaging thoughts. But had I just stayed in the present moment rather than start analyzing it and letting my thoughts, you know, run me, I could have, to prevent that, yeah, I could have, you know, put the rock down, said, all right, I'm gonna wait for that to dry, let me go, blah, 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 do whatever. Or to prevent yourself from even overthinking in the first place. But as we were talking about acknowledging these thoughts, what I would say was, you know, well, wow, look at all of those thoughts that I just thought about my rock. Like, all of these criticizing comments rather than, you know, acknowledging what's beautiful about this rock. And so with that, I can look back to like, okay, well, why am I so hard on myself, and why do I feel this need for things to be perfect, and when it's not perfect, I feel like it's not good. Like, it's not good at all, it's actually a failure, you know. So that would be working with my thoughts. As I said, like, as I'm going through this journey, no, I'm not constantly analyzing my thoughts and getting to the roots of my thoughts. No, but I'm definitely paying more attention to them rather than just trying to shut them up. Like, be like, oh my god, stop thinking. Like, just be, no, because thoughts, they're coming up for a reason. So yeah, they're coming up so that we can listen to them, hear it, figure out where they're coming from, deal with it so that we can move forward and so that we can create new neural pathways, new thoughts to take the place of that negative thought. Right. So I hope that made sense. I mean, I didn't even know what this video was going to be about. I just felt inspired by the life is like learning an instrument. It just really, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about this. Because yeah, I really feel that way, and it all ties in even with what I was just saying about starting to acknowledge our thoughts and not just brush them away and pay them no attention. This would be part of growth. Let's say I was saying, well, these sabotaging thoughts, they just won't stop, and like, I wish they would just stop. I wish that my mind would just shut up, and like all this stuff. Yet I never did anything to try to resolve this. That is wanting action with no action. We have to take those steps. We can't just expect for it to, boom. How I like to personally do it is, I know that I have to do my part here, but I also trust 100% that the universe is guiding me, the universe is on my side, my guardian angels are helping me out along the way, and I am never alone. I know that is true, and so whenever I feel overwhelmed with my thoughts and stuff, I'll take the necessary actions, but I will also, I will pray, I'll just talk to my angels, talk to the universe, let them know, like, okay, I'm struggling with this right now, and I really don't want to be like a perfectionist and try to figure this out right now. So I'm just asking that at this moment you help me to, be at ease, be at one with my mind, body, and soul. And when the time is right, I know that the answers will come to me. So I like to put something like that out there, and then I remain in alignment with that, with what I just said, by taking the steps physically, as in, I'll just go on with my day, I'll try to just be in the moment. I'm doing things that are helping me, with this. I'm not trying to fight my mind. Action without action. I don't know if that's how you say that, but I'm gonna say action without action is not action. If you want action to take place, you have to take action as well. And action doesn't necessarily mean what it has always been meant to mean, like, take action and all this stuff, and no, just taking action can simply mean breathing, can simply mean sitting still for a minute, some type of action. And well, yeah, that is just the laws of the universe, baby. That's manifestation. And that's what, learning instruments has really taught me. It's really taught me a lot about manifestation, because it shows you how things work in life. If I want to learn a song on the piano, that ability to play that song is not just gonna come to me, even if I pray to the universe and say, like, I want to learn this right now, and then it happens. I wish that would be the case. No, the more realistic thing to do is to, you can ask for guidance, like, I really want to learn this song. I'm just asking for some assistance, some encouragement energetically to help me, sit here with patience and motivation, that type of jazz. And then I do my part and I sit here, I take the time, I have the faith, the patience, you know what I'm saying here. And so yeah, that's a reflection of how it works in real life as well. You know, we always have to do our part. We always have to do our part here. And it just, yeah, it always has to be a balance. Like this feather, even this is, I don't know if you could see that because the window, but oops. So yeah, always keeping a balance, even with these feathers here. Alright guys, well, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you were able to learn from it, take something from it. If there's anything that you did learn and you feel like sharing, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to hear it. And well, yeah, thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for creating this space for me to just be me and speak freely. I really, really appreciate you. And yeah, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.